Welcome back. All right. So, I would say, Mr. President Trump. I mean, you made, when you lost $10 billion, you declare bankruptcy, right? When and so your debt is forgiven. And but when you made $10 billion, you kept it to yourself. So I think what you should do, Mr. President, is to return that $10 billion you made back to the lenders. Yeah, you that's your worth right now, $10 billion, right? You should give it back to the lenders that you once owed. You declare bankruptcy, so your debt, $10 billion debt is forgiven, right? Now you have $10 billion, so you should give it back to your lenders. Okay, what you did was not illegal, but you took advantage of loophole in the bankruptcy law, U.S. federal bankruptcy law, and I think it's not illegal, but I think it's immoral. All right, you should give back the $10 billion you made that you have now back to your lenders. And who are the lenders? American taxpayers, American citizens. Because when you borrowed $10 billion and you couldn't pay it back, so you declare bankruptcy, that $10 billion came from Americans. Yeah, taxpayers, savings account, banks, insurance, pension fund, insurance fund, savings account fund, okay, the big pool of money, that's the money that goes out to business people in terms of business loan, right? I know this because I studied a lot of business law, right? So I once attended this bankruptcy law seminar, all right? So I asked this question: isn't bankruptcy law kind of legalization of theft? Because look at President Trump, okay? When he lost $10 billion, he declared bankruptcy, so he doesn't have to pay back. But later on, when he made $10 billion, he keeps it to himself. He doesn't have to pay back because his $10 billion debt was forgiven by bankruptcy law. That's something. Uh, Perhaps we should amend bankruptcy law such that they will have to pay back later on if they make enough money. Okay, so yeah, and the response from the professional bankruptcy lawyers is that well, but bankruptcy law, yeah, some people take advantage of that, but most people who declare bankruptcy, they are small business owners. So bankruptcy law is good in a sense that it encourages risk taking for small business owners, startups, entrepreneurs, and wannabes. Okay, it encourages risk taking, and so that they create jobs. Yeah, I learned from them. Okay, so yeah, and also President Trump, he got some good intuition. I know why. I read his biographies, autobiographies, about five of them. That he and his writers wrote together before the Apprentice TV show. All right, pre-Apprentice Trump books. They're really good. Okay, there are about five of them. I read all of them. Okay, but post-Apprentice book Trump books, they're not as good. Okay, so I didn't care to read them. Okay, yeah. So he got some good intuition, experience, some wisdom. Okay, yeah, I get it. All right, but he's scientifically illiterate, so he thought hydroxy, whatever the malaria drug, what's the name? Chloroquine or something, hydroxychloroquine. He thought, hey, there is nothing to lose trying this drug. Well, Mr. President, there's something to lose. Have you ever heard this term side effect? Side effect. Every drug, Mr. President, have side effect. Okay, so hydroxychloroquine. I mean, where did you get that idea that there would be a cure for COVID-19? Mr. President Trump, I think you'd make a fantastic snake oil salesman. Okay, maybe some of your ancestors, Mr. Trump, used to be a snake oil salesman. Some of your ancestors, maybe. Okay, you're very convincing. I mean, you convinced veterans, Fox News, Republicans of this, or some foreign countries too. Hydroxychloroquine malaria drug, healing, curing COVID-19. Many people buy that. So, Mr. President Trump, I think you can make a fantastic snake oil salesman. But I'm running against you in this year 2020, November, okay? But uh, I don't think you should be the next president. I think I should be, okay? Because I know science, okay? So, Mr. President Trump, you even said people should inject disinfectant into their bloodstream so that this disinfectant would kill all these COVID-19 viruses. You said that, right? Mr. President Trump. You don't understand anything about science or economics, finance. You said, Mr. President Trump, oh, stock price is rising. Stock price, it will create more jobs. Well, that tells me you know nothing about finance, right? Mr. Trump, President Trump, let me educate you here in this national, international debate stage in year 2020. Stock price is like this, okay? This initial public offering, okay? Some underwriter, like Goldman Sachs or big financial companies, banks, right? So this was small company want to go public because it gathered up enough attention among investors. Okay, so this company want to go public so that everybody can anybody can buy the stock. But stock is quite deceptive instrument. It's like illusory promise in contract law. Okay, so this corporation is not obligated to pay the dividend to stockholders. Only if we want to pay out the dividend, then it will. So that's illusory promise. That's no go in contract law because I pay you back only if I want to. That's not quite consideration, and this contract law term, okay? Illusory promise, illusory consideration, okay? So, and stock price go up, not a single penny of that raised stock price go to the company. it goes to the previous stockholder. Okay. Stock price going up, it means nothing. Higher stock price in Google.com, Amazon.com, not a single penny go to the company or employees of that company. Okay, it goes to the previous stock owner. Okay, so it does not get to create any jobs. So hype, okay, the Bitcoin bubble. Yeah, stock price, it doesn't mean nothing. Okay, it only means rumor. Right? Stock price up and going up, going down, going up. Yeah, President Trump, he's so scared about this stock price going up and down, right? I'm not, because I'm not President Trump. He's very ignorant. He does not know how finance works. He thought he came up with this theory China is manipulating its currency. No, that's not how it works. Exchange rate, that's not how it works, okay? Every single theory of his, bring back jobs from Latin America to America, create more jobs in America, it's all gone, evaporized by as little thing as small virus, COVID-19, okay? Everything that President Trump achieved, or he thinks, or Americans think that he achieved, is nada. Gone with the wind. Castle built on sand. Why? Because he does not have good knowledge of things. Okay? He lost $10 billion when he opened up this casino business in the New Jersey, where Atlantic City, I don't know, Taj Mahal, whatever, right? He lost $10 billion there. Later on, he earned $10 billion. So minus 10 billion plus 10 billion sums up to zero. He's not a very good businessman, because a very good businessman or woman, they never have to declare bankruptcy. Okay? Only mediocre business people, they need to declare bankruptcy because they are not very good at it. That's President Trump. He's just one of those mediocre business person. He lost $10 billion. He earned $10 billion. Minus 10 billion plus 10 billion, do the math. Zero. He made zero money. Okay, so the $10 billion that he has now, it came from Americans or some international investors. Okay, he legally stole that $10 billion from all of us. So it's not illegal. It's some loophole in American legal system, bankruptcy law. Okay, but it's immoral. It's not illegal. It is legal, but it is immoral that he did that. All right, and look now, America. Mr. President Trump, he said, "Oh, I'm a job creator. I created all these American jobs, lowest unemployment rate. It's all gone by this single small virus, COVID-19. Deck of cards. Castle built on sand. Why? Because he does not have good knowledge. He's not an educated person. Gone with the wind. Just like that, just like last night. All his accomplishment, achievement that people thought that he achieved, it was all blown away. American federal government, trillions of debt. It has no money in treasury. Handing out free money to American people, it's not going to save economy. It will only cause inflation. Why? Nobody's working in America. And now you have free money. They're just printing money, right? Inflation. Okay? Mr. President Trump and his people, they don't know. Okay? I mean, they're all about chasing skirts, going to the resort, playing golf, giving out speeches. Right? President Trump and his people, right? This press conference, press release, preaching all this good here and there, traveling in this Air Force One, Marine One, they travel there and give out speeches, campaign all this for his re-election and these speeches and photo ops, all this photograph and interviews. They're too busy to be glamorous. They don't have time to think or study. That's President Trump and his people, okay? It's all about show, hollow. Yeah, Mr. President Barack Obama, he was a hollow man. Some of his biographers said that, and I agree. President Barack Obama, yeah, he got some good stuff, but mostly he's a hollow man. President Trump, he got some good stuff, but he's a hollow man too. Empty inside. Not intel inside, but empty inside. Okay, there's President Barack Obama, there's President Trump. They don't have substance. They're all about shows, outward, this pretense, disguise. President Obama, President Trump, they're all the same. Okay, we'll take 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay, I have some vocal rest. Don't get me started on. Don't get me started on politics. Okay, because I may never stop. We'll take about 10 minutes break. Okay, so. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up, okay? So I just wanna mention one thing. Have you ever done like rock climbing? Rock climbing? I mean, I didn't do it with real natural setting, but when I was in the U.S. Army, as a junior enlisted soldier, yeah, yeah, we went to some rock gym. All right, it's kind of simulated rock climbing. We did learn that, okay, for free. If you join the U.S. military, okay, everything is free. Okay, you get trained. Let me tell you something about U.S. military. Okay, they're fantastic educational institution. You learn how to do push-ups, sit-ups, 2 mile run for free. You get paid for training, education. You don't pay them; they pay you to learn all these wonderful things: push-ups, sit-ups, 2 mile run. Not only that, uh, they buy ammunition and gun, and they teach you how to use guns properly. Okay, basic combat training. All right, and you don't pay them a single penny. No, they pay you to learn all that stuff. You go to basic combat training. You go to AIT, Advanced Individual Training, BCT, AIT. Okay, great job skill. Okay, so U.S. military is a blessing. All right, and on top of that, you get your GI Bill. Okay, so that you can go back to college. Well, when I joined the U.S. Army, I already had college degree, so I used the GI Bill money to go to law school. Okay, if you want to be a doctor, yeah, they're cool. Okay, yeah, uh, most likely they'll pay for your medical degree, or if you go to MBA, Master of Business Administration, I think they will pay for MBA and MD. I'm not sure, okay. But for JD, yeah, they paid for my tuition, law school tuition, okay. So MBA or MD, I don't know, but I'm guessing they would pay for that GI Bill, okay. But you should not do any drugs or marijuana, because if you do drugs or marijuana, they will do urinalysis and they're not gonna take you. Okay, so be mindful of that. Let me check with my friends. Yeah, yeah, U.S. military is fantastic. I really enjoyed the time when I was in the U.S. Army. Okay, made many good friends, army of friends. Okay, yeah, great education. All right. If there's one thing that you learn from the U.S. Army, you learn how to clean bathroom, your house. Because if you are a junior enlisted soldier in U.S. Army, yeah, you clean all the time. At least you learn one thing. You learn how to clean your bathroom, your kitchen, your bedroom, right? Yeah, because they make you clean your barracks room, your tent, your clothings, bathroom, sweep, mop, wipe. They make sure you learn to clean. Okay, in basic combat training, AIT, in your duty station, when you're deployed, yeah, you learn that. They make sure you learn. Okay, how to take a shower. Okay, yeah. I mean, they don't teach you details of that, but they make sure you do. Clean yourself, your rooms. Okay, yeah. Discipline, personal hygiene. They make sure you do that. So I read this news recently. Yeah, this coronavirus, okay, in Navy, but they're healthy, okay. Yeah, they get some antibody test, whatever, but they're not sick. Sailors, they're exposed to this COVID-19 virus, but they didn't get infected. Yeah, virus came into the biosis system, but because they're so healthy, they exercise all the time. They developed antibody for it, so they didn't get sick. Okay? As long as you do diet and exercise, your body system, immune system will fight it off and produce antibody. Your immune system is so efficient. It can fight off this coronavirus or whatever bacteria, virus, fungus, okay, these pathogens. Yeah, your body system, immune system produce antibody for them. So they don't get sick. Okay? So Americans, they need to learn biology, right? Media, journalists, pundits, they majored in what? English literature, they majored in political science. Politicians, they major in what? English major, history major, political science major, right? Journalism, communication art, or so they don't understand science. They're scientifically illiterate, all right. But in Korea, at least, even in middle school and high school, science is mandatory education. Mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology. That's mandatory in public Korean, South Korean public education system in middle school, high schools for 6 years. America, I don't know what they are doing in American public education system. Maybe they teach about gay marriage, transgender, transgender bathroom, or they teach about marijuana. They teach about dating or transgender, LGBT. American public middle school, high school, elementary school. I don't know what they teach because I've never been there. I have no kids, so I have no idea what they teach there. American public high school, middle school, elementary school. Do they teach all about gay marriage, LGBT, or this marijuana, or how to date, how to abort? Huh? Or feminism, gender equality, or racism, this equality, this civil rights, or do they teach all about LGBT equality, how to become a transgender, or is that all they teach? How to equalize everything? Obesity, overweightedness is okay. Feminism, yeah, social conditioning, all this exploitation of women, this stereotype, social conditioning, sexism, misogyny. Is that all they teach? Is that all there is? American public education system. What are they teaching people? American kids. Huh? like gay is okay, right? LGBT, transgender is all fine. No more gender separation, just single bathroom, right? And I don't know what they're teaching kids in America, all right? I mean, Republicans, they are no better than Democrats. Republicans, Fox TV, Republican Party, President Trump, right? Pointing fingers to China for all this COVID 19, right? Oh, China, yeah, America's competitor. Pointing fingers, right? Not very constructive. They're just playing chess games, right? They're not, I don't think they're quite patriotic. It's all this partisan politics. Republicans, Democrats. Republicans, they are no better than Democrats, right? They're like children in playground. They're partition. Yeah, that group, this group, we are enemies. Our group, that group, enemy group, friend and foe. Like playground, children. Republicans, Democrats, the tribalism, partisanship. They're like children. President Trump, President Obama, all the same. They are so loyal to their own party, Democratic Party or Republican Party, okay? Because they need some big party support to become the president of the United States. President Obama, President Trump, okay? I don't think they believe in that party platform. Republican Party, Democrat Party. They just obey, kneel down, kiss the hand, and kiss Keisters, kiss the feet. They just do what they tell them. President Obama, President Trump. No backbone. They just obey the party line. That's American politics. Americans, they say American politics is the best politics, number one democracy in the world, in the human history. Maybe it is, but I believe we can do better and we should do better. Okay, so how can we do better? I want you and myself and everybody else to have their own agenda as opposed to just blindly obeying this party line. You're a Republican? Well, so am I. I'm registered Republican. But there's some part of Republican agenda that I disagree with. Like chauvinism, nationalism. Republicans, they think America the best, America the first, foreign countries inferior, America the superior. I think that's very wrong. I'm a human being. I know some stuff, but I know other people know things that I don't know. So I'm always willing to listen and learn from other people. 5 year old child, 5 year old boy in Mexico know more Spanish than I do. So I'm willing to learn from 5 year old boy in Mexico. He knows more Spanish than I do. He can teach me Spanish, how to pronounce Spanish words. Like, Yo habla español. Okay? Or me encanta taco cebolla. Taco y cebolla. Taco langua. Oh, me encanta taco langua. Mucho. I love that cow tongue taco. Okay. I've been to Tijuana, Mexico, and I lived in North Hollywood, California. Oh, it's so good. Taco langua, cow tongue taco. Okay. Yeah. So America first, America the best. Well, yeah, if you are president of the United States, of course you should put America's interest ahead of other interests. I get it. But is America the best country in the world? I don't think so. Well, maybe it is. Because look at all these immigrants. They want to come to America, right? How many Americans want to go emigrate to other countries? Not that many, right? But so many people all around the world want to come to America, but not many Americans go out of America, right? So maybe America is kind of way up there, maybe, okay? According to this immigration pattern, right? In about a year ago, yeah, Bing.com did this animation, okay? Direction of immigration, okay? So, I mean, numbers don't lie, it's just facts, statistical facts, okay? Yeah, people want to come to America from all around the world. But how many Americans want to get out of America to go to other countries? Not that many. Okay, so yeah, maybe America is a good country, and actually, that's why I came to America from South Korea. Okay, I think America is a fantastic country. Okay, but America is not a perfect country because Americans we have problems here too, right? So we should learn from other countries like Asia, Middle East, where Africa, Europe, Australia, Canada, or wherever, India, okay, Middle East, yeah, Israel. Yeah, we should learn from other countries as well because it's about continuing education, right? You should never stop learning, okay? I mean, my friends, they told me that, okay, so you should never stop learning, right? Yeah, and that's what I do. Look at all this mathematics, okay? I'm struggling to learn. Also, struggling to discover something brand new. Okay? Yeah. America should humble itself. This is my vision for America in this 2020 vision 2020. Okay? America should humble itself so that lower itself so that it learn from other countries. Like Jesus said in Christianity, yeah, the one who want to be the first should be the last. That's what Jesus said. The one who want to be the first should be the last. Yeah, but party, don't sit on that front seat, sit on the back seat. That's what Jesus said. Okay? That's Western, right? Yeah, Jewish, Middle Eastern, Western, okay? In Asiatic, Eastern philosophy, Chinese, like Lao Tzu, Taoism, Confucianism, okay? They love water, right? Yeah, water flow from high to low due to gravity, okay? So you have to lower yourself to get some water from higher ground. You have to lower yourself. You have to humble yourself. Yeah, like in Bible, right? Book of Proverbs. You have to humble yourself, lower yourself, and treat others to be higher than yourself so that you learn as a student. You treat other people as your teachers so that you learn from them. Eastern philosophy, Western philosophy, they teach the exactly same thing. Okay? Humility, humility, humbling yourself. That's the beginning of learning. Okay? This Eastern philosophy, Western philosophy, Hellenism, Hebraism, and Asianism. Okay, Eastern philosophy, Middle Eastern, West. It's all the same. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Like King Solomon said, the beginning of knowledge is about fear of God. Fear of God. I mean, some people find that objectionable. Why do you have to fear God, be afraid of God? But what King Solomon meant is that, yeah, put God higher than yourself, and yourself, humble yourself, kneel down before God, lower yourself, humble yourself, so that you can learn something from God. Just humble yourself. Bow down your head, kneel down on the ground, and pray to God. Oh God, please teach me. I'm humbling myself. I'm all ears. I'm all yours. Teach me, please. Okay? So that's Christianity in a nutshell. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? Okay? I'm a Christian. Well, I'm kind of secular too, but. Alright, we'll take 5. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the long break. Many of my friends they suffer from cabin fever. Okay, so they talk to me. Okay, so as a friend of theirs, I have to talk to them. Okay, so let me get some water. Oh. Are you still here? Well, thank you. All right, I'm still here too. I'm always there for them, my friends, families, okay? Because they are suffering from this cabin fever. So they want to chat with me, okay? So I'm there for them. That's why it took such a long break. I'm sorry. But we are back, okay? Are you still there? Thank you for being there for me. Maybe I'm suffering from cabin fever too, okay? Okay. So recently, I looked up some internet articles. Okay, yeah, this Columbine high school shooting, oh, mass school shooting. I mean, it's not just gone in Canada or anywhere else. Unfortunately, there are mass murder, massacre. Okay, it's horrible, right? Crimes. It happens whether there are guns or not. They just drive this car and hit all these pedestrians like in Canada about 2 years ago. Okay, so whether there are guns or not, people kill people. Okay, that's unfortunate crimes. It happens. Okay, so and so I was reading this article about Columbine high school shooting. Okay, and I ran into this terminology incel, INCEL, involuntary celibacy. I was kind of surprised because I'm one of them. I'm not shooter, I'm not mass murderer, I'm pacifist, I'm like Mahatma Gandhi in India or Jesus Christ in Israel, right? I'm not Indian, I'm not Jewish, but I'm pacifist. Here in humanology, we do not advocate for violence. Yeah, we do martial art, okay? But that's not about violence, that's about self discipline and exercise. Self defense, defense of others, okay? Martial art, humanological martial art is not about violence. It's about self defense, self discipline, entertainment, exercise, defense of others. It's martial philosophy. It has nothing to do with violence. It's about prevention of violence. Okay, it's about self-discipline, spiritual strengthening. That's why we do martial art sometimes. Okay, it's art, philosophy, exercise, flexibility, your joints, your muscle, your spirit, strengthening thereof. It's about life. It's not about death or crime. No, it's about prevention of crime. Okay? But yeah, involuntary celibate, yeah, that's me. Okay? Uh, I talked about this before. I'm not sure if it's buried in 200 lost episodes or not. So Jesus said, yeah, there's eunuchs who are born eunuchs from genetic defect, and there are eunuchs who became eunuchs by other people. Maybe back in the days they castrated them, these palace eunuchs, so that they don't mess with all these palace girls, because all these palace girls, king's court, they are for the kings, concubines and his wives and whatnot, right? Both in West and East, eunuchs, yeah, back in the days, they castrated all these males in king's courts, palaces. so that they don't mess with ladies. Because all the ladies, they are for the kings and nobles. Okay, yeah, it happened both in the West and the East, right? In China, Israel, whatever, okay. Back in the days. And Jesus said there are third kind of eunuchs who became eunuchs, the asexual, alright, for the kingdom of God's sake. That's voluntary celibates that Jesus advocated for, okay. And then later on, I wrote about this in my novels, and I talked about this here. I'm not sure it's buried in 200 Lost episodes or not. Yeah, well, but me, I'm a eunuch by unpopularity because I'm not popular among ladies. That's why I'm celibate. Celibacy by unpopularity. And then quite recently, I read this articles when I was reading this Columbine high school shooting. Incel, INCEL, involuntary celibates. I was quite surprised. But unfortunately, they kind of advocate for violence. I don't. We don't. We don't advocate for violence here. Why? We are in as good old Christians say. Yeah, they say Christians. They say spiritual warfare, right? In humanological term, in humanological language translation, metaphysical warfare. Okay, Christians, they say, like Saint Paul, they fight against evil spirits, not against people. They fight spirits, like ghostbusters, right? In humanology, we fight against evil, toxic, harmful ideologies, not people. People who subscribe to toxic ideologies like tattoo piercism, gayism, sugar fetishism, marijuanaism, ultra intellectualism, they are captives, slaves of these toxic ideologies. Right? They didn't know. They just possessed, influenced, swayed by mainstream majoritarian toxic ideologies of the day. Okay? Yeah. See, I'm a single guy, right? I have many friends by the grace of God. Okay? Who gave me many friends? Yeah. And grace, by the grace of God, He told me some mathematics too. Okay? So, some people tell me, say about me, oh, he's just harmless nerd, harmless geek. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I am. Like, I'm harmless geek, harmless nerd, because I'm pacifist. Okay, I love people because I have been very much loved by people. Okay, so, but not everybody was fortunate, lucky, blessed like you and I. Maybe they were not loved very much, so maybe they haven't hated. So that's why they are full of hatred. I feel sorry for them. I do. Yeah. So bottom line is this. Okay, no violence. All right. You like weapons? Well, guns. Nah. Well, I mean, I have a gun. Back when I was in Texas, I had 5 guns. Okay. Nowadays, I only have one gun, okay, because I don't need more than one gun, okay. Back in Texas, where I liked guns because it's so brand new to me, okay. Because I grew up as a child in South Korea, they don't have any guns, okay. So when I came to America, when I joined the U.S. Army, yeah, it was brand new to me, so I collected guns, okay. But when I moved from Texas to Michigan, I sold all my guns. Okay, this kind and generous second-hand gun retailers, yeah, they purchased my guns, gave me about $300 for it, maybe more, maybe $600, $700, or five of them. Yeah, to help me move out of Texas to Michigan to go to law school. Okay, yeah, I sold all my guns when I was in law school. I did not have any guns with me. Okay, and then I came to Alaska and I purchased a gun, handgun. Why? Because I need it. Why? Because I go to hiking and up in Alaska mountains, yeah, there are bears. Bear spray, it doesn't quite do the job. Okay, so when I go hiking, way outback in the mountains, Alaska mountains, I have bear spray and a gun, handgun. Why? A bear spray it doesn't quite do the job. Okay, you need both chemical bear spray and a physical gun, chemistry and physics. Okay, you need both of them. Okay, so yeah, but I don't use my guns. I don't use my bear spray. How many bear sprays do I have? I have several, but gun I only have one gun. Okay, yeah, I clean it. I sometimes take to the range makes to make sure it works. Okay, but mostly I practice martial art. Why? Because it's more simpler. It's simpler. It's good for exercise. Work your joints, right? Yeah, and martial arts you don't even need any weapon. Every single body part is your weapon. Okay, if you know good martial arts, alright. It's good exercise, alright. Yeah. And I do mathematics. Okay, humanology, alright. So you cannot commit violence on people or animals or plants, right? It's all lack of education, right? Without using any violence, you can still be happy, being respectful, being knowledgeable. You can still be happy. But people who commit violence, they did not learn to be happy without violence. They don't know mathematics. They don't know martial arts. They don't know how to drink properly. They don't know how to smoke cigarettes properly. Alright? It's all lack of education. That's why I'm doing this humanology series. To educate people. There are other ways to be happy. You don't have to commit violence. You don't have to engage in promiscuity. You don't need to have a girlfriend, boyfriend. And look at me, I'm single. But I'm happy, right? Because I know mathematics. And all the mathematics that I know, the little mathematics that I know, I share it with you. Maybe sometimes I go too fast. You can catch up. You have handheld cell phone. You have world of knowledge on your hand, your internet cell phone, right? Yeah, just catch up. Go look Khan's Academy, Wikipedia, YouTube, okay, other websites, Stack Exchange, okay. You have to catch up because I don't have too much time, right? Okay. So yeah, no violence, all right. There are other ways to be happy, okay. You gotta learn. mathematics, physics, biology, economics, humanology, right? Martial arts, dancing, singing, and as a when it comes to musical instruments, I cannot teach you because I don't know any musical instruments. Although I try to learn it, it's just not my cup of tea. I'm not good at it. Alright? Learn from somebody else. Learn how to play guitar, saxophone, piano, keyboards, harmonica, tambourine, violin, cello, okay? I cannot teach you any of those musical instruments because I tried to learn them, I just couldn't. I got no talent for it. Alright? Okay? Nobody's good at everything. I cannot play a guitar, okay? But there are people who can play guitar. Alright? Maybe you. Yeah, I mean, nobody knows everything. We are only human, right? It's about diversity, division of labor, right? Maybe you are very good parents. I'm not. I don't want to have kids. I'm not good at dating, marriage, living with somebody else. I cannot live with somebody else. If I have a girlfriend, I would invite my girlfriend maybe once a month, every other week. But I cannot live with somebody. Why? Because I like time. I need time by myself. Okay? Because when I go to work, when I go to supermarket, I see other people, and it's great interaction, social interaction. I enjoy that, but it's about balance. I need time on my own, and I need time with other people. I need half and half. Okay, that's why I cannot live with somebody 24/7. No, I don't want to get married. Let alone I no, I don't want to have kids. Right? But some people they're social. We need people who get married and have kids. Continuity of humanity, right? We need them. But that's not my job, it's their job. I have different job. Yeah, mathematics and humanology and whatever. Economics. Okay? It's division of labor, specialization, concept, right? Diversity. It's a good thing, right? Yeah? We need everybody. Just like St. Paul said, yeah, in our body, there's head, toe, feet, leg, heart, kidney, pancreas. I mean, he didn't exactly say that, but I'm kind of paraphrasing, okay? Your fingers, limb. We need all these body parts so that this body functions properly. St. Paul in New Testament Bible, he said that. Yeah, he said cosmos, macrocosmos, the universe, microcosmos, human being, right? God, universe, making Homo sapiens after his own image. So universe, Homo sapiens, right? Microcosmos, macrocosmos, Eastern concept, Western concept coming together. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you're frustrated because you cannot get any girls, my recommendation to you, yeah, study mathematics. Okay, enjoy me. Discover, prove mathematics. It's a good hobby. Then you're not gonna need any women. I mean, if you are a man, okay, if you are a woman, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not a woman. I cannot speak for women. I don't know what women are. If you if I knew how women are, do you think I'll be single like this? Do you think I'll be studying mathematics? If I knew how women are, I'll be dating. Okay, I don't know anything about women, right? I don't know what they want, how they are. So that's why I'm single. But I know a thing or two about mathematics, and it makes me happy. I don't need any women. Right? I need female friendship, male friendship. Yeah, I need that, but I don't need that romantic. That okay? I don't quite need that to be happy. Yeah, I drink my vodka, smoke my cigarettes, have the whiteboard and pens, pencil and paper. Then I'm happy camper. Okay. Yeah. So you don't need this romantic relationship to be happy. There are other ways to be happy if you are involuntary celibates. And you don't need to commit violence on other people. You don't have to be suicidal, homicidal, violent, criminal. There's no need for it because there are other ways to be happy. Legal, moral, ethical, acceptable way. Be like me. Be a geek, nerd, study mathematics, physics, history, arts, music, learn to sing, learn to dance. Okay, pursue your career, get educated, get some degrees, or join the US military. Be legal, be legitimate. Okay? Yeah, I mean, you don't have good guidance because all the politicians, religious leaders, celebrities, they don't know anything, okay? They don't have the kind of knowledge that I have, the wisdom I have. That's why I have always tried to be famous, to save people. That's why I'm running for president. That's why I'm running for Alaska State Senate. That's why I wrote all these academic journal articles that they all rejected me. That's why I wrote novels. Uh, it's somewhere my academic articles is somewhere to some content generals, small time publishers. They did publish that, but I made movies to be famous, to teach people, educate people, to save the humanity, and I'm still trying, and I will never stop trying. Yes, to save the world, to save the humanity. I don't care what psychologists, psychiatrists would say about me. They may accuse me of being delusional grandeur case, schizophrenic, bipolar disorder. Let them call me all those names. I'm okay with that, okay? But they're kind of cute, alright? Yeah, some dogs, canines, they bark at me. I'm like, yeah, I love you too. You're cute, okay? Just a joke, just making a joke. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? Then we get back, alright? Because night is young. What time is it? Like it's not even 9, right? Or actually, 10:30. Well, it's Friday. Okay. I don't go to work tomorrow. I don't go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. Okay. We'll take 5 to 10 minutes break and we'll see what's what. Okay. All right. See you soon. Okay. Yeah, I just winked at you. All right. Okay. Yeah, sorry for the long break because I was cooking my dinner. Right, so I'm gonna tell you a story, okay? Uh, so I was born in America when my parents came to America because my parents they're both college graduates in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, and they got married in Korea, and my dad applied to American schools for his graduate studies. Okay, masters and PhD, two different states. Okay, give me one second. Gotta have some Tommies, Toms. It's my like esophagus is yelling at me. Hey, why are you drinking vodka? Ah well, I'm Asian male adult, so I take some Toms. Okay, I'm generic version, cheaper one. Okay, so yeah, my parents they got married in Korea. My mom, my dad, both college graduates, and my dad pursued his graduate school education in America, two different states. Okay, so they got married in Korea and they came to America and they gave birth to me in America. Okay, that's how I got my birth citizenship, American citizenship. Okay, so after I was born, my dad he finished his PhD and also masters and PhD in economics, and we all went back to Korea. Okay, so I grew up in Korea until high school graduation in Seoul, South Korea, and then I applied to American universities, and I came to Madison, Wisconsin, and my dad told me this lesson that I still vividly remember. Okay, I didn't ask a question. He just told me this advice. I'm 41 years old now, so more than 2 decades ago, when I was like 19, so it's like 18, so 23 years ago, I still vividly remember because I do not smoke marijuana. I have good memory. My recommendation to you: hemp, marijuana, it will destroy your memory. All right, so uh, my recommendation to you: marijuana. If you want to remember things, you may not want to do hemp, marijuana, this CBD oil, lotion, powder, this spice. My recommendation to you is to stay away from it. Okay? Because you need to remember things, both good and bad, right? You don't want to erase your identity, your memory, your past. That's your identity. You don't want to erase your identity, right? Your past is what defines you, both good and bad memories. Okay, so okay, so my dad about 23 years ago, he told me, son, do you wanna succeed in America? I said like, oh why yes, daddy. Yeah, I want to succeed in America. American dreams. Yeah, why yes. So how do I do that? Son, he told me this lesson, okay? It's not about learning English, learning mathematics, no. What he said, what he told me 23 years ago, when I first came back to America as an adult, young adult, 19, 18 years old, freshman in college in Madison, Wisconsin, my dad told me, son, you need to learn how to cook. That's what he told me. Okay. Do you understand what he meant by that? To succeed in America as kind of foreign student, you need to learn how to cook. Do you understand what he said? What he meant? I give you like 1 minute, okay? He didn't tell me I should learn mathematics or English, social skills. No, he told me I should learn how to cook. Okay? So, why did he say that? Can you guess? I give you a minute, okay? Because it took me a while to understand why he said that. My dad is very smart man, just like your father, okay? Very wise, down to earth kind of. I used to tell my dad, "Hey dad, you're so lucky to marry my mom because I think she's better than you." I used to say that, okay? But maybe my dad wasn't that bad. Maybe he deserved my mom, okay? He's smart, okay? He's very diligent. My mom, very smart, very beautiful, okay? Maybe they deserve each other, okay? I don't know. Maybe they did deserve each other, okay? So, I gave you enough time, okay? So, the way I understand it is if you are a foreign student, unless you have very rich parents, most of us don't have rich parents. That's like 1% of population in anywhere in the world. 99% of us, we are not rich. Our parents, they are not rich. Only 1%, like President Trump. Yeah, rich parents, right? Born with a silver spoon in their mouth, right? That's just 1%. The rest of us is not that rich. I mean, President George W. Bush Jr., yeah, George W. Bush Sr., very rich man, oil tycoon, whatever, right? Texas oil and gas executive, right? But President Barack Obama, he was not rich. President Ronald Reagan, he was not rich. They didn't have rich parents. Okay. President Abraham Lincoln, who's my favorite American president, purely self-made man. Right? Out of these 40 some American presidents, I don't know how many, okay. Some of them were born rich, but others they were not born rich at all. They were self-made men. Okay, many of them. American presidents, like President Abraham Lincoln, self-made man. Some of the big-time CEOs, industrial tycoons, not just in America, presidents, prime ministers, whatever you call it, okay, political leaders, business leaders in America, in Korea, in China, anywhere else in the world. Yes, some of them were born rich, but others, they were not born rich at all. They were self-made men and women. Okay, all right, yeah. So my parents, they are middle class in Korea, and when you calculate exchange rate between Korean currency won and American currency dollar, yeah, my Korean parents, they are middle income, middle class, so uh, they cannot quite support me. Okay, so my dad told me you have to learn how to cook so that you eat well, frugal, inexpensive, economic manner. If you cook yourself, it's cheaper as opposed to you go to restaurants. And if you cook, yeah, you can learn to. If you know how to cook, you can eat healthy, and it's cheaper. And so to succeed in America or any country as a student in a foreign country, you should eat well and you should be frugal, save money because our parents, they're not rich. We are not Donald J. Trump or George W. Bush Jr. We are not that. We are not that 1%. We are 99%. Our parents, they are not rich. So we have to save money. We have to be frugal, economical. We have to count every penny coming in and going out. But at the same time, to succeed as a student, we have to eat well. We have to be healthy. So that's why I think he told me that, yeah, you should learn how to cook. Okay, so I learned how to cook. Okay, I mean at first I just cook ramen noodles in the microwave, but I still do. Okay, but later on I learned how to cook rice and beans. Okay, you have frozen fish, frozen chicken breast, chicken thighs, beans, canned beans, vegetables. Are that cheap? Right? You just put them in the microwave with water or fat-free milk. Yeah, that's your meal. Yeah, fruits, vegetables, lean meat, fish, rice, beans. They're cheap. All you gotta do is put them in the microwave, in a plastic container, put some water, fat-free milk, alright? I mean, some garlic powder, some onions, chopped onions, and cilantro, whatever, deals. Yeah, the seasoning, herbs. Yeah, it's not that difficult. Okay, yeah, not at all. More than that, when I was in graduate school, Cornell, where I happened to be born in, and also my dad, yeah, he studied that. He got his economics PhD there too. Okay, so yeah, I went to Cornell, just like my dad did. Though I ended up dropping out, okay, because I'm not quite PhD material. Alright, um, it was too much for me. It was too much intensity. I couldn't take it. Okay, so but I appreciate people who get their PhDs. But that's really hardcore. That's like special forces, like elite special forces. I couldn't take it. Okay, just like I dropped out of special forces, I had to drop out of PhD. Okay, it was too much. Okay, too intense. I'm not cut out for that. Okay, so but I admire PhDs, special forces. Okay, all these people who could take those intensive training for years and years. I couldn't take it. Okay, but when I was in Cornell PhD for 2 years, I would have some house parties, invite my friends. I would cook for them. What was my recipe? I have many recipes, like coq au vin, meaning in French, chicken in wine. So you marinate chicken in red wine, dry red wine, overnight. You just immerse chicken in dry red wine overnight. Okay, and then you put it in the oven. That's coq au vin, chicken in the wine, French, right? Yeah, I did that. Okay, it was a house party. I invited all my friends, PhD candidates. Okay, yeah, they're Indians, Caucasians. Who else? Some Hispanics. Who else was in this house party? Some Jews, I guess. Okay, yeah. Who else? There were PhD candidates, okay, in computer science and some other departments, okay, so computational biology, okay. How many of them? About 2 dozen, about 20 people, okay, in my two-bedroom apartment. Yeah, cook for them. Another recipe I did is mashed potato in this cupcake plate. In each slot of this cupcake plate, I have mashed potato, right? And I put some flax seeds, sunflower seeds, some bacon, all different. So each this blob of mashed potato in this cupcake have some different ingredients in there. Sunflower seeds, flax seeds, bacon, covered with cheese and okay in this cupcake plate. Okay, I did that. And I did many things. I invented many recipes. Very healthy food for vegans, vegetarians, and meat eaters. Okay, yeah. So I learned how to cook. I listened to my dad, my mom. Right, I always listen to seniors. Even listen, I listen to people who are younger than me, because they know something I don't know. Most of the time when I interact with people, I listen because I'm more interested in learning something new as opposed to saying what I already know. That's boring, okay? I already know these things. Why do I have to regurgitate what I already know? I would rather be exposed to learning something new from other people. So yeah, teach me. I'm interested in learning from your experiences, your observations. Yeah, teach me, please. I'm all ears, I'm all yours. So that's how I interact with other people. And that's why people love me. Because I'm very humble. I'm more of a listener than a talker. Because people love to talk. They love people who listen to them, right? I do that most of the times. So that's why I have a good community reputation everywhere I go. When I was in the army, when I was in California, when I was in Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia, Texas, here in Alaska, or New York. So far, I've been seven states that I lived in. Wisconsin, New York, California, Georgia, Texas, Michigan, Alaska. Okay. Yeah, I've been to 7 different states. I mean, I lived in 7 different states, but I travel other states too, like Indiana, Ohio, Illinois. I traveled those states like Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, North Carolina, South Carolina. Yeah, I've been to Maine and been to many states, but I've never been to Massachusetts, Florida, Hawaii, Louisiana. I've never been there. Right? There's some states I've never been there. I've never been to Vermont, Massachusetts, Hawaii, Florida, Louisiana. Never been there. But I have traveled Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, Missouri, Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, I think. So there are states I've been to, and there are states I've never been to. There are states I have lived in. There are states I have traveled in, and but there are states I have never been to in America. Okay. So some retirees, they travel all these 50 different states and territories. They travel around the world. Do I want to do that? I mean, traveling is interesting if you have money, but I got no money, so yeah. I mean, everybody, I'm just like everybody, okay? Of course, I want to travel to visit this Caribbean Sea and yeah. Yeah, I'm like everyone else, okay? Do I want to travel? Of course. But do I have money to do that? No. That's fine because the Beatles, Indian fusion Beatles, they say the more you travel, the less you know, right? It's kind of self-contradictory because the Beatles, they traveled to India to learn that wisdom. The more you travel, the less you know. The less you will know. Dandara, 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 dandara. Inner light, I think. I love that song. Very Indian, very Buddhistic, Hinduistic, Indian philosophy, religion. Very profound, universal, very beautiful. I'm a huge fan of Indian culture, Indian religion, Hinduism, philosophy, Buddhism, Gautama Siddhartha, Mahatma Gandhi, and you have his daughter, I guess, Indira Gandhi, and his pupil, Prime Minister Nehru, and India. They have the Upanishad. They have this Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, India is amazing. They have this mathematician like Srinivasa Ramanujan. I also have many good Indian friends that I met in undergrad, graduate school. Okay, yeah, India is fantastic. Okay? And Indian ladies, very beautiful ladies. Okay, as long as they don't have any tattoos and piercings. I don't like tattoos and piercings. Okay, it's a pandemic. Tattoo piercism, like just LGBTism, toxic ideologies, pandemic. LGBTism, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, ultra interracialism. That's satanic devilish ideologies. Okay, so that's very toxic, destructive, harmful ideologies. Marijuanaism, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, ultra interracialism, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, ultra interracialism. Okay, very satanic and destructive devilish ideologies. Marijuanaism, yeah, all that stuff. Okay. What can I say? I could be wrong. Yeah, gayism, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, ultra interracialism, marijuanaism. Those are the mainstream majoritarian ideologies, right? Yeah. I mean, if you're a herbivore kind of people, yeah, join the herd, be a herd, herding animals like elks, bisons, okay? Herding majoritarian, this mass of animals like horses, right? Yeah, if that's what you want, I don't criticize you. You want to join the herd, be a part of this majority, mainstream, 99% of people. If you want to be a part of that, I mean, that's your choice. That's your freedom. That's your right. That's your liberty, right? I don't judge you. I don't pass judgment on you. I respect your freedom, your right, your liberty, your choice. I do. But what I'm saying is, if you are that kind of person, then you and I are different. Because I'm not that. I'm more like this one lone wolf, not wolf pack. Yeah, they are in herd. Lion pack, lion pride. Yeah, lions, wolves, they group, right? And so I'm not that either. Okay, I'm more like this one grizzly. I saw this documentary. One grizzly chasing this bison herd. Each of them bigger than this one grizzly, but it's the grizzly. Maybe it was Yellowstone, like Montana, Wyoming, right? One grizzly bear is running after this bison, about 2 dozen big bison, these buffaloes. They are running away. 2 dozen of them, each of them bigger than this one grizzly bear. This grizzly bear is chasing them. Okay, they're running away. I'm kind of like that. Okay, so I'm a loner, isolationist, hermit. I go after big, something very big like gold box conjecture, like 250 years old. Problem. I'm not a criminal. I'm not violent. We are against criminalism or violenceism. We are pacifists. But we are metaphysical predators. Gold box conjecture. I mean, we are not hurting anybody. We are not damaging any property. We are pacifists. We're just geeks and nerds solving this mathematical problem that's not been solved for 250 years. Gold box conjecture. As a loner, there's one single grizzly bear. We're chasing after that. We're not hurting anybody. It's all metaphysical. There's no violence, no crimes, no illegality. There's nothing illegal about this. Trying to prove gold box conjecture. There's nothing immoral, unethical, or illegal about this. We are not being violent, illegal, or immoral, unethical. No. I mean, some psychologists, psychiatrists, they may accuse of us of delusional grandeur, schizophrenia, or bipolar disorder, delusional grandeur. They may accuse us of that, but our response, well, we are religious, we are ambitious, we pay taxes, we go to work, but in our spare time, we do mathematics. So there is no rhyme or reason to accuse us of schizophrenia or bipolar disorder because we do our job, we are functional. Oh, you're functional schizophrenic, you're functional bipolar disorder, you're functional delusional grandeur. We've seen them, but you're still mental case. You have some mental disorder. So come to us so that yeah, get some counseling and therapy, prescription medicine. Yeah, but I don't have time. I guess you want me to do that. You want us to do that so that you can make some money out of us. No, I got no money. I got no time. So thank you, but no thank you. Okay. I got. We gotta prove this gold box connection. Okay. So. Okay. Scene. Okay. We are acting a lot. I forgot to say that it's acting, satire, caricature, travesty. Alright, it's all act. We take 5 minutes break. Okay, so alright. I hope you enjoy the show. Okay, so you just relax, sit back, lay back, enjoy the show. It's all act. Novel, movie, play. Okay. Okay, we're gonna finish this episode pretty soon. We have only 15 minutes left. My dinner is getting ready. So we'll finish this episode with a rhapsody. 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 Alright. Acting a lot. It's acting. It's all an act. So there's no need for freaking out. Okay. Don't freak out. It's just an act, play, movie, novel, creative writing. Okay. So in this COVID-19 era that we are living in 2020 April, it's like April's Fool, right? Yeah, some Christians say, "Oh, it's end of the world." I'm a Christian myself, so some of my Christian colleagues they say, "Oh, it's the end of the world." I say, I mean, some secular people, they say it too, right? I say, "Oh, wait a minute, please." Please stop. Stop talking and start listening, okay? If you can, and if I may. We haven't proved gold box conjecture yet, okay? I mean, do you really want Jesus Christ, the Son of God, come down to earth and prove this gold box conjecture for us? Is that what you want? Do you want Mr. Jesus Christ come down to us from heaven as Son of God and give us the answers? Maybe that's what you want, but if you ask me kindly and generously, if I have a voice, I'll say no. I want us, you and me, to prove this gold box conjecture on our own without being given this prepared, prepared, pre-prepared answers. No, we don't want answers given to us. No, we want to solve this problem ourselves. No, we don't want this free handout, and no, we want to solve these problems ourselves. Isn't that the whole point that God created this universe and the problems along with it? With it. Isn't that the whole point of God giving us free will, individualities, diversities? Everybody's different. We are trying to reconcile the differences, solving these problems. We are different, we disagree, egos, individualities, but different talents. We have to learn from each other. We have to learn from each other because everybody have different set of knowledges, wisdoms, experiences, observations. So we should learn to listen, learn from others, but at the same time, we should teach other people too. We should learn and teach, listen and talk. Balance, yin and yang. Okay. Plus and minus. Yeah. So we want to solve this problem, gold box conjecture, without, yes, Mr. Jesus. So Mr. Jesus, not yet. Please, would you give us some more time? Please. We don't want you to come down to earth, not yet. Give us some more time so that we can prove this ourselves without divine intervention. This Deus Machina, God of machine, machine of God. Yeah, maybe later, okay. But give us some more time, please. Please. Perhaps 2 more days this weekend. Don't come yet, Mr. Jesus. Not yet. Give us 2 more days to work on this gold box conjecture problem. Because we believe we are almost there. Like, maybe it's a mirage, delusion, imagination, hypothesis, conjectures. But we are trying. We are giving this problem the all we got. We've been working this problem for 250 years. And me personally, less than 2 months. But still, Mr. Jesus. Mr. Jesus. I mean, we appreciate you for your crucifixion, pain and suffering for all of us, dying for us to save us. I thank you. Oh, hallelujah. Lord, Son of God. Yeah, thank you. But please don't come yet. Give us 2 days at least. Is it too much to ask, Mr. Jesus, Son of God? Don't come yet. Don't give us answers yet, because we want to solve this gold box conjecture proof on our own, as Homo sapiens, is this earth crawling, these things on planet Earth, this very small people. Just give us 2 more days, please. Okay. I mean, if we cannot prove that by then, maybe you can come down to earth and teach us, give us answers. But Mr. Jesus, Son of God, if you ask me personally, I would ask for more extension of that line. Okay, I would rather ask you 1 more month, please. Oh, you're a lawyer, okay? You're a lawyer. You ask for 1 week extension, 1 day extension, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Okay, you just go on forever. Like, you're a lawyer, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm Mr. Jesus. I'm not American. I'm Jewish, Israelite. Okay, so I don't speak like your language. You and I, we speak in different wavelengths. Huh? What I'm saying, Mr. Jesus, is that if you are son of God and you speak every language, right? You understand mathematical language, English language, Korean language, come on, Jewish, Aramaic, Arabic, and Indian, Hindi, Thai, right? What I'm asking is, come on, we are human beings. You're son of God. We are sons and daughters of men and women. Okay, you're son of God, Mr. Jesus. You know it all. You are know it all, right? We don't know nothing. I mean, this gold was conjecture. We are having a hard time to prove it for 250 years. Me? It's been less than 2 months. I'm come on, give us some more time, please. Please be merciful. Be charitable, forgiving, perhaps just a little bit indulgent. pampering and doting, like, you know, is it too much to ask, Mr. Jesus? Just give us more time. Don't come to us yet. Uh, because we got to have some time to prove this ourselves. I mean, we don't want to give in some answers from you, Mr. Son of God, Jesus. Just give us more time, please, so that uh, we can do it our own, as opposed to given prepared, pre-prepared answers. I mean, that's a game over. Please, would you give us more chance to figure these things out in mathematics, politics, philosophy, and whatever? Please give us some time to figure these things in our Homo sapiens human way. Don't come to us yet, not yet, alright? Give us more time so that we can solve these problems among ourselves. Like, yeah. Because I believe we can do this. I believe we can save the humanity, solve all the problems plaguing the humanity, like crimes, drugs, without your help, Mr. Jesus. I personally believe we can do this. Without your help, Mr. Son of God, Jesus. Don't come to us yet. Give us some more time. We'll get it to you. The salvation of humanity. We'll deliver it to you, Mr. Jesus. We'll surprise you, Mr. Son of God, Jesus. Don't come to us yet. Please. Give us some more time. Maybe 10 years. Maybe 10 years. Or decade. How about that? It kind of reminds of me this Old Testament, Abraham, Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Yeah, Mr. Abraham. Yeah, I mean, would you save this Sodom and Gomorrah if I can find 100 good people? God said yes. How about 50 people? Oh yes. How about 10 people? Oh yeah, yeah, but don't go further down than that, because if you cannot find 10 good people in Sodom and Gomorrah, I'm gonna destroy that town. I'm kind of, yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Okay, maybe I'm inspired by that. Maybe Mr. Sigmund Freud was right. Subconsciousness, memory. Yeah, whatever, right? Not a huge fan of that man, but maybe he was right. I don't know. I'm only human, okay? What do I know? I know how to add up two numbers. Okay? Alright. Hopefully, God grants us some extension. Alright, so that we can prove this thing, Goldman's connection, over this weekend. Okay, we do our best. Alright? Yeah. But for now, I gotta eat, sleep. Alright? So I see you tomorrow, okay? Alright, thank you. Act, scene. Yeah, there was act, play, movie, novel. Alright, it's all fiction, okay? So please don't freak out, okay? Just sit back and enjoy. Don't take this too seriously. It's all an act, it's all a fiction, novel, play, movie. Okay? Thank you. Good night, sleep tight, sweet dreams. Okay? I love you. God bless you. Thank you. Bye.